Figured I'd do a quick video on my garden so far. Right here I have my potatoes, and they seem to be doing pretty good. I already have flowers on those. I'm not sure. I've grown potatoes once before, and I'm not sure if once the flowers come up you stop burying them or not. But I know I have to start hilling these back up again. I'm not sure if after the flowers you start them or not. And then over there where it's kind of grown up, where my fence broke down, I have some potatoes coming up from last year. Those are the Redskins, and these I believe are Yukon Gold. But these did really well so far. Hopefully they have a good yield. But the plants themselves look healthy. Last year I had a lot of potato beetle and pests really eating the leaves apart. But this year they're doing pretty good. I ended up having to buy some peppers from a farm stand, peppers and tomatoes, because mine didn't really take off that well. So I have red peppers, red bell peppers, jalapenos, and Hungarian wax peppers here. Over here, the beginning of the season every year, I just kind of rake in a whole bunch of radish seeds. So these have been just kind of scattered. They're doing pretty good. I should be starting to get radishes within the next few days. Over here are my beets. I have my beets in rows. They didn't do very well at all. It looks like I'm going to have maybe 20 beets. I used an old seed package, so I think the germination was really low to start with. And the chickens also got in here and scratched around. So I'm kind of letting the weeds grow up to see if any of them were buried deeper than others, and give them a shot to actually come up. Over here is where I planted my peppers from seed, which didn't do well at all. They're still alive, but they're tiny little things. So when I saw those ones at the garden store for $2 a six-pack, I couldn't pass it up. Plus the owner of the farm store is actually a friend of mine, so figured at least it was local. And this is where I bought my tomatoes as well, and I just put these in a little while ago and give them some water. They're kind of shocked. I usually cage the ones on the outsides, just on the outside where my paths are, just so that I don't end up walking on them and breaking them and whatever. So I had some extra rabbit manure too, so I scattered that on top. They also got 1 scoop of manure with each plant as I planted them. And here's my peas. These are little snap peas. I put them around a pine branch, which as you can see, I have 2 of them. And what I do is I put the twine at the top, and I stake around the bottom of each plant. So I kind of run twine up and down, and then it trains them to grow up into the center. It works pretty good. I saw that actually in Sturbridge Village down in Massachusetts. I guess that's how the Pilgrims used to do it, so I've done it like that for a couple of years. It works great. Again, more rabbit and manure everywhere. My soil here is not great. It's very sandy. It's not very dark. It dries out really fast. So I've been trying to build the soil for the past few years. Along the fence here I put some cucumbers, and they're off to a slow start, but they're going. Some more peas there, and over here in this little fenced in area is my asparagus, and I put this in last year and it all came back. So it doesn't seem to have spread very far, but I don't know. I've never done asparagus before, so I don't know what's good, what's bad, but the fact that it's still alive is good enough for me for now. Over there, I don't want to get wet, but over there is my cucumbers, cantaloupe, pumpkin, and whatever else was in that tray that got all messed around. So whatever comes up, comes up. And yesterday, somebody on Craigslist was nice enough to offer these to me. A couple of really heavy-duty rabbit hutches. Really sturdy. They probably weigh about 300 pounds each. So that's pretty nice, because I was actually going to build a really big unit over here, but if I can get these and they're already done, then that's pretty good. So these things weigh a ton. So my only concern with them is that there is only the bottom and the front that's actually caged in, open to the air. So these really hot days, I don't know if it might actually get too hot in here for them. So it's one of the things I'm gonna have to find out. But so that's that so far. The garden again off to a pretty slow start, but I'm gonna get out here and start watering them and putting all this stuff in here, and I'll start putting carrots and all my the seeds that I haven't started yet. I'll put them in pretty soon, probably maybe this weekend. But I don't know. Starts off like this every year. I definitely don't have a very good green thumb, but I try hard. This year I'm gonna really go nuts with the rabbit manure. Last year I was afraid to put too much on, but I'll tell you, these things is practically not even out of the rabbit, and I got it in the garden. So my garden definitely doesn't smell the best, but hopefully it pans out. So that's it. Not a huge garden. It's probably about I think it's like 30 by 70. So not huge, but enough for me to not be able to handle. And over here I have my fruit trees. I think this is a pear. No, this is a pear tree. I got these at Home Depot this year, pretty cheap. They weren't doing good when I got them, so they were all discounted. And this is a Gala apple from last year. It's doing really good. Actually, it's from 2 years ago. It's doing really good, but I just noticed in the wind that the base of it is. If you look down here, you can see the base is really loose. It's like it's not even rooted in. So I'm gonna have to put some stakes on it. But I'm already getting little apple buds. You can see them or not. I don't use any kind of fertilizers or pesticides or any of that stuff, and I just don't know enough about them. I'm not really anti that stuff, but if I can get away with not using it, I try to. And over here I got the bees, and they're looking really hot today. It's about 92, 93 degrees yesterday and today. Finally the breeze starting to kick up a little bit. So I don't know why these ones are all on the ledge here on the entrance, and the other side, the ones on the left are on the entrance, and the ones on the right just seem, about normal. I'm not sure if that means anything or not, but I don't know, they're pretty active. And I opened them up last week, and they seem to be doing pretty good. This is a hazelnut bush. This was here when we moved here, when we bought the place. Over here I have a peach. Again, bought it this year, pretty cheap. I got my little compost pile going here. What I do every year since I've been here, we bought this place about 2.5, 3 years ago, and so this will be actually my third season. So the last every fall, all summer long, and in the fall, the stuff goes in here, and then and when the garden dies out, I throw it into the garden and till it in. So this is last fall stuff. I'll turn it a few times, let the chickens in here, and it's usually pretty broken down, so I can till it into the garden for next year. And just been doing that the last couple of years, trying to build the soil. Soil's really lousy where I was there, and I don't want to really bring too much stuff in. I haven't tested anything as far as pHs or any of that stuff on it, but some stuff does good, some stuff doesn't. The cucumbers seem to do pretty good. The tomatoes, I got blight last year, and they didn't do that good, but there was a lot of rain last spring, so that's that. I got my bonfire pine wood over here. I collect over the winter and pile it here for those nice nights where we cook marshmallows and whatever. So that's pretty much it. That's the garden. Thanks for watching.